So if you're of a minority group, you need to be careful of your interactions around the majority group. That's because a good amount of the time, the majority group are raised to think that they are better and that the minority group is inferior in terms of thinking, work ethics, and in general, they are inferior. So if you demonstrate even the slightest idea that you might be inferior, they're going to carry that along. They're essentially forever going to think that that is the case and that you are inferior. This was the case when I took a class with a majority group. In this specific class, we were tasked to do an activity or a project that I didn't really have prior experience or knowledge of, so I had to ask help. This majority group or this majority person decided to carry that along in other classes that I had with them. They essentially assumed that I was dumb and that I didn't really know what I was doing. But in this other class that I'm talking about, I consistently got better grades. And the reason why I know is that the majority group will get together in a different class and they'll talk about how bad they did on that exam or how bad collectively they all did. And I'm sitting there and I did very great. I mean, 100% great. But this majority group is not necessarily thinking that I could possibly be great in that class, because in the other class, I asked for help or I didn't know what I was doing. So if I don't know what I was doing, how can I know what I'm doing in the other class? But that's coming from an already established bias that I don't know what I'm doing as a minority compared to the majority. So with me showing that I didn't necessarily know what I was doing by asking for help in that class, that carried over. Whenever anyone needed help, they would go to each other and ask the other majority group in the class. But no one will ever ask me. And the funny thing is, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly where they're going wrong, but they're not asking. If you're a person of a minority group, be aware of the majority group. As much as you can, do not show that you are inferior. If you can ask for help from someone else, a minority just like you, it's better to do so, especially if the minority is a person of power. If they're of power and you demonstrate just the slightest that you might not have the skills or experience in a specific task, they might carry that over and that might harm you in the future.